I'm Caitlin, and I'm the product manager of the Able Exoskeleton. And today I'm going to talk about how we created the ActiveFlex feature in collaboration with different clinics. So co-creation doesn't stop after the development. Once we deliver the product to the customer, we stay in touch with them, and we want to continue co-creating in collaboration with these partners. So once we deliver the device, they can send us feedback at any time through the Able Care app, and we will take a look and respond. And we also have follow-up calls with the clinics. So after the first 3 months, we check in and see how things are going. And then every 6 months after that, we check in to see if clinics have any ideas for new development, challenges that they're experiencing, and ideas for places that we can improve. So an example of this is when Step by Step expressed that they were having a hard time configuring the device for a specific type of patient. So we went to visit Step by Step and see the challenges that they were having. And it was especially when they had patients who had a lot of function still remaining in the legs, and especially patients who had hemiplegia. So one side they had a lot of function and one side they didn't. They were having a hard time configuring the device so that the patient could coordinate and initiate the steps and really build back the strength in the way that they wanted. So it was really helpful that we could go there and see and understand the problem that they were experiencing. And then we could take these ideas back to Able and, knowing the problem, try to come up with a solution for it. After our visit to Step by Step, we returned to Able with a lot of new ideas about things that we could try to improve their experience with the device. And it was really important for, at Able, the engineering team, along with our clinical team, to work together to really understand the pathology that we wanted to address, the goals of using the device with those types of patients, and especially the therapeutic goals. And then we could use this to think about what type of step initiation would be better for those patients. And then, along with the clinical team, it was really helpful to try to reproduce the movements that those patients could do to understand what movement the device should detect and initiate the step. After this, so once we had these initial concepts, we did some early prototyping, which then we made the device walk with a different type of step trigger. And then we would get inside the device, try to reproduce the experience of having this type of patient and see if it worked. And then after this, we invite volunteers to try the device, see how things are working. And that's how we start to iterate on the different versions of the new feature. After this first prototyping and testing at Able, then we returned to Step by Step to show them the concept and see if this was in the right direction. So this was like an early validation of the prototype and to see if this was in the right direction to address their needs. And during this visit, they liked the concept, but we uncovered a lot of problems, like edge cases when there's a specific scenario with a patient that we hadn't considered yet in the testing. So then we returned to Able to do a next version of the ActiveFlex trigger. We did a lot more iteration and testing at Able, and then we returned to Step by Step again. And in this visit, they could see that we really addressed the problems that they had brought up in the first visit. And then see this was more like a validation of the ActiveFlex concept, and to see that it was ready to return to Able, go through all of the quality system and quality testing that we do before releasing something to customers. And then it was at the point that we could deliver it to the customers in the field, this new feature, the ActiveFlex trigger. So now we're delivering this ActiveFlex feature to all the customers who use the Able Exoskeleton. And this means that patients who have a hemiplegic injury or who still have preserved function will be able to benefit a lot more from using the device. So we're really proud of how this will make an impact in the clinic. And we're also really happy with this collaboration experience with Step by Step. We love collaborating with clinics, and we continue to do this in the future improvement and development of the device, to take feedback from our clinical partners and then make them a reality at Able.